to wait to buy tickets online. And it was so messed up with Taylor Swift, took 8 hours, it was bad. Nationwide, it was nationwide.
So
The whole thing was
I am gonna say this. I like Beyonce. I really do. And she said on the latest award ceremony that, you know, she saluted the gay community for creating a genre or whatever. You're welcome. But I'm not making a house payment to buy your ticket.
Well, I think unless, you know, it's something that you just, in your whole life, and you gotta have great seats. I mean, if you're gonna do something like this.
We're back up.
So, hey, we're back. I'll get back into the Four Roses and traveling there, but if we're talking about buying tickets for some of these events now, and I had purchased, my daughter wanted to go see Taylor Swift, that's bucket list. You know, I have no desire to see Taylor Swift, but I bought her tickets right beside the stage. Like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it. Like, you gotta step up, because she could be an ant. You know, like this big is all you see Beyonce or Taylor Swift or whoever. You gotta get the tickets. We went to see Rod Stewart. He came to Verizon in Charlotte, outdoor. We sat under the cover, we were like 10th row. Why? I want to see the guy. If we don't pay that much, we might as well see the guy. You know what I mean? So,
But you're 110.
that part.
Okay. I'll just say.
Gina, my wife Gina, has seen Rod Stewart every time he's come to Charlotte. Every time. So we didn't want to stop there. Next time, we'll all go in wheelchairs, and AARP will give us a special deal.
Yeah, I'm down.
So Four Roses, T was talking about her bucket list is to go on the Bourbon Trail and to tour a tobacco cigar factory. So both attainable. Four Roses, it's on the way between Jim Beam and Bardstown. It's on the left. Kind of have to take a left. I haven't been there yet, but I'm going next time. Next year when we go, we're going to go there. One of my favorites. When Jim Beam does Knob Creek, when you go to Jim Beam, it's just a gift store. I mean, there's a distillery there, but we didn't get to go through that. We just got there and they were just selling it.
But man, listen, next time, okay, let me know what time when y'all going, so I can plan my time accordingly. Okay. So, let's now look at the calendar and see.
Have you ever seen anybody invite themselves more than Tina?
You know what? I'm tired of you, man. I'm tired of you. Okay.
She invited herself to Dominican Republic. She invited herself to
Hey.
Kentucky.
You
Say it.
You invited, first of all, you and Mama Huff invited me into the family.
We did.
Okay.
We did.
Well, then you done it.
But
You
I ain't
stuck
ta-
with me. You are stuck with me.
I'm not taking my son to Kentucky. Anyways, so with the mash builds, the different mash builds that Four Roses has, one of them is we're drinking this one at 60% corn, 35% rye. The other one is 75% corn. And the deal is, and why it's so important at Four Roses is they have sourced the corn that they source comes from the exact same place for the last 50 years. So they know the quality, they know who they're dealing with, they know what's going on. I mean, that's important. None of their products have any, it's non-GMO, it's all the organic stuff. And you can't make chicken salad out of chicken shit, right? So
That's what they said.
That's what they say.
That's what they
You
say.
can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
Okay.
There's another one.
Hey.
You know what? Carol Lee be going, what?
Yeah. What that mean?
So, you got to have good ingredients going in. You got to have quality going in, and that's where we go. So, quick Four Roses story. We were in Couple Swept Away in Jamaica for our 30th wedding anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting out on, and I had Knob Creek delivered to the room.
Hey, hey,
So I had my own bottle. It's all inclusive, but you know the best they got. And not because there's anything wrong with Jack Daniel's, Jim Beam, but that's just kind of base bourbon, right? I want to sit around and sip something I like. So I had gotten this 18-year rum that I was sipping on because it was so good. So I barely drank the Knob Creek that I had delivered, and we can't take it back. So I sat out on my front porch right next to the beach, and these guys, there's like 3 couples showered up. I said, hey, y'all want some Knob Creek? I was like, I'm not gonna be able to take it home. And they're like, yeah, but we're leaving. He says, hey man, I'm one of the master distillers at Four Roses.
Shut up.
Isn't that cool? So they didn't really get his name or anything. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty nice.
I gave him a cigar.
Hey. That's what you do.
So I ended up giving it to a newlywed couple next door. All I heard was, I drink it. Where'd he come from?
Right.
You know, so he was right there. So I walked over and gave it to him.
Hey.
Y'all go drink some Knob Creek and Knob Boots.
Ah. Wow.
Well, I mean, there's on their honeymoon. I would imagine they consummated the relationship. Just saying.
If he didn't, he divorced now. He divorced now.
Man, that is so good.
You like
Going
LFD,
back
don't
to
you?
the bull,
You like LFD, don't you?
I love LFD. This is my favorites. These are my picks from last year, right? So going back to the Andalusia Bull,
Oh, God.
but the Andalusia Bull is at best medium. At best, it's a medium, right? And you've got the Reserve Especial, which is more of a Connecticut wrap for an LFD. But it's medium plus.
Right.
But the Bull is a medium cigar, but it's just the flavor that comes from it. It's so rich in flavor.
It is.
The profile is incredible.
I smoke it once a year. I only smoke Andalusian Bull once a year.
I smoke it on special occasions. Jack got married. We had that and the Blanton's Gold.
Haven't smoked mine yet.
Come on now.
So that was good.
Haven't smoked mine yet.
Man, I smoke it once a year. Smoke. That's my birthday smoke. Andalusian Bull.
It's interesting. First of all, what's really cool about it, if you have to think about it, how consistent the construction and the flavor and the taste of all of these cigars, right? I mean, you think about one after one after one, they all have the same profile. I mean, it is a handmade product. Like, this isn't making widgets on a manufacturing floor, right? I mean, that has low tolerance for any problems. But these cigars, there's human interaction. There's imperfections, right? It's got to be, because it's done by hand by a human being. But they're mass done, but they have to have such a process. And it goes back to what Eric was saying from LFD, how they rotate the tobacco, how they have a process, they have a way they do it in order to maintain that consistency
Yes.
of cigar quality and taste. You know, and across the board, I'm not just speaking LFD. You can
Yeah.
pick any cigar manufacturer. Any quality cigar manufacturer is going to have the same thing, right? So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, he was talking about, looking at the people that work at the factory and whatever else, and people don't realize that they are very particular from seed to finished product. 300 hands.
300 hands.
300 hands.
Wow.
300 hands. Like, that's the process of a cigar.
Yeah.
From planting seed to finished product.
But it has to be intricate. And you think about the price of a cigar, right? So the average price is $10. I mean, you're going to pay up to maybe 20. You know, Andalusia Bull retails for $18. But when you consider the handcrafted piece of this, we don't deliver milk to your front door in glass bottles anymore because it would be too expensive.
Right. Right.
You think about the way things have been over the years, handmade, hand sewn, hand stitched, whatever it is, whatever's handmade is always more expensive. And we've done it in such a mass produced fashion to keep the cost down.
Right.
And you sacrifice the quality of the cloth or the thread or whatever you're using to make something is made by something that's less expensive.
Right.
I get a bag of potato chips. It used to be full, then it went to 3/4, half. Now I think it's 10% full. Price point.
Right.
With cigars, they went up on price this year across the board, but only about 10%. I mean, it's not like they went up, $20. These are handmade. 300 people touch them. They're subject to weather. They're subject to climate conditions, humidity, whatever. Listen, it can affect that. And it's consistent. It's good, and the cost is still in line with the quality that I don't think we pay enough for it. I mean, to be honest, I think what you're getting here is it's a premium cigar. It's not a machine-made cigar, cigarillo, whatever. Swisher Sweet,
Black and Mild.
Black and Mild. Jack was talking about how La Aurora makes a lot of them in their machines.
Really?
So our man Steve Wilkes, going to be defensive coordinator at San Francisco.
I'm not happy with the Bengals.
I don't think I'm going to see him for a while. I was hoping he'd come by before he leaves town.
I'm not happy with the Bengals.
He lands on his feet, he'll be fine. I think they made a mistake.
No. Yes, it was a huge mistake.
No, I understand that.
It was a huge
I
mistake.
understand that, but hey,
But
still
you
Bill.
said, but Tepper said, and correct me if I'm wrong, he said he's trying to change the good old boy way of doing things, correct?
I don't know what he said.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
I don't pay.
And you did it anyway. So you contradicted yourself, sir. You did it anyway. The man proved his point. Get him in the job.
I agree. I think he should have been the head coach. I think that he wasn't really willing to take a step out. He should have. But I think Coach Wilkes is going to have the last laugh. San Francisco has such a great defense, such a great opportunity for him. It's a good area to live in. Good, beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know about some of the things that go on there, but you've been there. It's kind of
I've been there.
it's kind of rough.
I've been to the Bay Area.
A lot of areas like Marin County is nice. You go downtown, it's a little rough. LaShawn, what's up? LaShawn in the house. We just lost a viewer because LaShawn came in. No, but I don't like it any more than anybody else. It's just, it is what it is. Hopefully he'll come by and say bye, but I doubt it. I think he's gone. He's already on a plane now. Oh, you?
As long as I get to see him before he leaves.
Well, maybe we need to have another cigar event with his buddy. Maybe that'll get him here.
That works. I can do that.
We can do that. We can do that.
Speaking of cigar case, so Esteban Perez, 17. Cigar 102 on the 27th. General in March.
The cigar goddess, the goddess of cigars in March.
In March. And bourbon tasting in March.
That's gonna be part of Cigar 102? What are we doing there?
Cigar 102 is teaching them to pair.
So what are we doing with the bourbon tasting? Is that like the deal we cater?
Yes.
What, you know the date?
March 20th.
And we got Whiskey Tango Charlie and Troy coming. Awesome, awesome. March 20th. Put that on your calendar, everybody. I feel like I've been out of touch for a while, so things keep rolling. Wheels are in motion.
So we got
We got
Charlotte Cigar Week in April. And we have Queen City Cigar Fest in May. So this is gonna be busy.
It's gonna be busy. You know, I'm ready for the spring. I'm ready to get the weather better. I mean, today's beautiful, but you know, we got to get the 70s coming up. Got to get the Fat Boy beautiful. You know, that's what we got to be at. So we had the Super Bowl Sunday. We got the big GTG fish fry for the Super Bowl. Gonna be great.
Starting at 3.
Starting at 3 to 7, or until they sell out, which may be before that, to get it while it lasts. Are you pre-selling tickets?
No.
No. Come early, come often. Eat your fill, and then watch the Eagles and the Chiefs go at it. Personally, I think the Eagles are going to win.
I think so.
I think if Mahomes were 100%, I would say that it would go to the Chiefs. Hard to bet against the Chiefs. I mean, I'm telling you, they got some incredible athletes, but I think the Eagles. I think it's the Eagles' year. They've been special all year. They're tough.
So we're gonna do this trading places bet on the Super Bowl.
What does that mean?
$1.
$1. So who you got?
I got Chiefs.
I got the Eagles with that dollar.
Good. We do the trading places bet on the podcast.
Mortimer.
Mhm.
So, you know, I've been laid up, haven't been able to get out for a couple weeks. Had my knee replaced, for those who don't know. So I started walking without any assistance a couple days ago. I ain't ready to dance like T, but I'm moving. We
Dance
have
like
to-
me?
Yeah.
You mean dance like Deshaun?
No, I can't unsee that. So she told me I'm number one. Deshaun did. So I'll be damned. I've been watching. So I told y'all last week I watched Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3. 48 hours, another 48 hours. Roxanne.
Okay.
I love that. 48
Okay.
hours. And I'm gonna tell you what. Have you seen that lately? Have you watched 48 Hours? Have you ever seen 48 Hours? Wow. All right. So I'm gonna tell you, I haven't seen that since it came out. And what was that? The 80s? Some of the things they said was racist. Like, you heard what they said? What? I was like this. Gina and I both were watching,
Right.
and we went like this. What did he say? I ran it back. Say it again. I said, he said that on TV? What?
They got away with it.
It was kosher.
They got away with it.
Because it was kosher at that time.
Right.
Honest to God, I was speechless. I was like,
You?
unbelievable, right?
Right.
I know, but it just took me off guard. You know what? You become so desensitized to certain things
Oh yeah.
as you grow up. And now, 20, 30, good Lord, 30 plus years later, how things have changed. In this case, to the good.
Right.
But you're just sitting there going, Nick Nolte just said that. Wow. So anyways, watch that. That was good. But you know, you run out of things to watch on TV. Do you realize, have you ever been through HBO Plus? Have you seen that? You got HBO Plus, right? There's 5,000 movies on there. I mean, I don't know how many, but you're just going through them. And how many bad junk movies are like nothing to watch. 57 channels and, you know, nothing's on. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh boy.
Second cigar I smoked in 2 weeks. Right.
And everybody's still there?
Mama Huff is a saint. She's a saint. I'll smell it.
I'm surprised she ain't smoking.
She's a saint. I can tell you.
How's my two buddies doing since you up and about
Which one is it?
Guinness and Chloe?
Yes, and Chloe are good. Chloe's going through a shedding period of time. There's hair everywhere. It's just, she's going tomorrow to the groomer to try to get rid of some of his hair. It's terrible. Guinness. So last night, I'm watching. This is an example of Guinness. So Guinness and Chloe were by my side. I had to walk her. Oh, I didn't tell you. Chloe started limping.
Why?
I was on the walker.
So she started limping.
She did. I've seen that on Instagram where dogs will, if their owner's on crutches or whatever, and they'll start limping. She started limping. And I go, well, did she hurt herself? I said, no. Next day, she walked fine. That night, I'm on the walker. I'm going. She's going like this. It's the truth. Her left paw starts limping. Absolutely true. But when I'm on the walker, they were like all over me. Like everywhere I go, they had to lead the way. They had to do stuff. Last night, I'm watching North Carolina. I watched Wake Forest have a scrimmage against another team
Oh shit.
that had light blue and forgot to show up.
Man, talking to you.
Oh my God.
It turned my nerves.
So I let loose a barrage of expletives at one point in the game.
Where was Mama Huff? Where was Mama Huff?
She was in the other room. She
Oh,
don't
okay.
care nothing about it.
Okay. I know.
And Guinness jumps up, comes over to me, wagging his tail, nudging me. It's all right. It's all right, Papa B. It's all right. Relax. That's what he does. You get upset, that dog, he's there for you. He's like, just
Was he
shit,
a
calm.
emotional support dog at one point?
Yeah, he was for a PTSD vet. Yeah. That's his job. He does it well.
Yeah. He does.
When anybody gets upset, he's there to calm them down. I mean, he's perfect at that. But I about lost it. So we are like 72-1 against Clemson at home at Chapel Hill, right? I don't know but we've only lost to them one time, and I think that was there in the Doherty era. That's when we lost to Clemson. Now let's think about this. We played Clemson on Saturday. Are we gonna have our second loss? I mean, really? That kid Appleby, son, he was serving it up. That kid played great. Hats off to him, man. He played great. Cooley.
What up?
I'm on the podcast. You know what I'm doing? I'm talking about the game last night.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, yeah. And we might lose to Clemson for the second time at home on Saturday.
Don't put that in there. Put that in there. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Now here's the eerie thing. When Carolina made their turnaround last year, we had almost the same record, points per game, points allowed, and it came after Wake Forest beat us like that. Wake Forest beat us by 20 last year. Then we just turn it on. Cool. What's happening?
There's disharmony. I just heard about R.J. Davis and Caleb Love and Deja Kelly. R.J. Davis was going with Deja Kelly, who plays women's basketball, and Caleb Love hooked up with them. Facts.
You think
So
that's
the locker room?
disjointed locker room?
Yes.
Well, do you think that that's why for the last 3 games, RJ can't hit a shot?
Lifeless, man. like no heart, man. It's like, you know, I don't think that should take away from what's going on the court.
I never saw anybody more disappointed or more upset than Baycott on the bench
Yeah.
after his fourth foul.
He lost his cool, man.
He lost
On that
it
fourth
completely
foul.
on the fourth foul, especially on the third foul. He lost it too.
Yeah.
But they were like what, a minute apart.
Yeah,
If
he's
that.
had a lot of mental lapses last couple games.
I think
The
he's so
the travel
Yeah,
against Pitt when we had a timeout left.
yeah.
Just call a timeout when they double teamed on the baseline, man. Call a
You're right.
timeout.
You're
You
right.
know, he didn't do it.
No,
They went
but
down and scored.
I just think there's such frustration because hey, I could be in the pros. I came back for what? I came back for this.
Yeah, but honestly, if you check out any mock drafts right now, Baycott is a late second rounder. Caleb Love is even later second rounder.
Okay, Love can't throw it in the middle of the ocean.
You know, those too late threes he hit last night, man. Come on.
R.J. Davis is the reason we've lost the last two games.
I would need him to get it together.
The last two games because against Duke, we had the opportunity
Oh,
to
my
win.
God.
We had shots after shot after shot. We had the shots we needed. Nance,
3 free throws.
They had 4 fouls against Duke that wasn't even called.
what are you gonna do? What
Duke's
are you
not
gonna do?
that good, man. You
Right.
think
I know,
beat-
but Miami beat
beat
them
the
like a
brakes off
drum.
of them. Yeah.
And we aren't even in the
Nah.
field of 64 right now.
No,
68. We're not
We're
even
like,
in.
we were in 9th seed last night.
Right.
That's 8-9 game. Winner plays 1 seed.
We probably switched out for weight, not being considered.
Wake is worse than us as far as their RPI. Their numbers are lower than Carolina's. You know?
It's you know, I'm ready to start over. I'm ready because next year we got the #1 class coming in. When's the last time we had that many 5 and 4 stars? Roy didn't have it.
Been a minute. Yeah.
A long
Been a
time.
minute. Been a long
I
time.
mean, they're comparing back to who's the cat that lost his mind?
Phil Ford?
Crazy.
No, McCants.
McCants.
McCants. Back to that era.
Yeah,
McCants
that's
is the
last
last 5-star, right?
Yeah.
That's the deal. You know
McCants.
exactly who I was talking
Yeah.
about.
Well, Barnes was good.
Yeah, no, Harrison Barnes.
He was number 1. You know, he was number 1.
But this is consistency.
Yeah.
You know, because I think it takes a younger coach like Hubert Davis to embrace NIL, to embrace the new world we're in with the transfer portal.
That's it, man.
He understands that. You know, Matt Brown went the other way.
Who knew how important Manic was to his own last year? I mean, I knew he was good, but I didn't know he was the doggone alpha male. I mean, it's like we're falling apart, man. Pete Nance ain't replacing him.
But
You know.
Nance, when Nance goes one-on-one, he hits every time. Have that turnaround jumper or that little hook, he's not doing enough. Doesn't do it enough.
Right.
You know, he's not that consistent three-point guy.
No, not at all.
You know, he's, you know,
Yeah, not at all.
not enough heart. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Manic was the dude.
He's a man. He's a man. Come on,
Well,
man.
we caught fire in the bottle last year.
Yeah, but it's got lightning in the bottle, man.
Lightning in the
Hot-
bottle this year. We ain't
catching-
even going
we can't
nowhere.
even catch a firefly in the bottle.
I have to look him up.
All right, guys,
Sure.
we about ready to roll.
So we just got the spring rolling.
Spring roll is in.
Punch.
Punch spring roll. Guys got to come get it. Great affordable cigar. You're gonna love it. Guaranteed we're gonna have that the next couple weeks on the show. Just delivered, hot off the press. Go get you some. We're ready to rock. T, what's the best cigar you have?
Right now I'm happy with my family.
You guys have a great day. We're gonna see you next week. Thanks for joining us. I want to thank Derek Smith as well, running all the gears back here. Thank you.
Great.